My specialty is I deal with people that have problems getting a hard money loan. That's my type of clientele. And I noticed that a lot of those people, you have to really give them the higher rates because they have so many problems, so much hair. That's what I say all the time.
If I have a hospitality deal, I'm way out of my waters. Like, that is not what I specialize in, but I call a hospitality outfit that I know. They could just say in 5 minutes, this is not a deal, and I can tell you, the three of us, what is like the worst thing? Working hours and hours on a deal that was never a deal. It's not just about making money, it's about building that relationship.
I'm looking at this slideshow. I'm like, what is going on here?
Yeah,
oh my God.
And there was a slide that illustrated just what you said. How it was because I was reviewing it before I came over here. How as interest rates rise, if you look at back when you bought your first house, like rates still aren't that bad on the grand scheme of things.
They're not.
But we're all sticker shock because it's been a little crazy.
It's been low for many years. At the end of the day, we just have to look at it as the asset that we own. That's it. Just what is the collateral behind? As long as we're happy with the collateral, then it's worth us committing to the liability.
What do you recommend to get into these days?
Income producing property.
Like which one?
Triple nets, not single. I like them 4, 5, 6. So that's why I like retail strips, neighborhood centers, shopping centers, industrial parks. You have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tenants. All triple net or at least double net, where you're responsible to maybe only the parking lot or the roof. Something minimal, not the property taxes. That's a big one.
Yeah.
You don't want to be stuck. Once they go up, and really just historicals. That's why I don't like buying anything new, because the previous owners for the last 20, 30 years of that asset have already done the work for us. They've already shown us what that space can do. You could see the conversion rate and how long are those tenants staying there and what business works in that location and what business doesn't. And you come into it 25, 30 years later, you buy it at a good price per foot, less than it costs to build it. You buy it already with the historicals of ownership. You buy it with sometimes corporate guarantees, sometimes personal guarantees. But for the most part, that's the safest, most stable way to invest. If you're really looking at a trajectory of long-term growth, a great slide that we wanted to go over is the self-storage space. And I think the next slide shows us, we've all known that self-storage has been phenomenal, but I think it's slide number 19. So when you guys are looking over the presentation, slide number 19 shows you the spectrum of the different usages that are desirable, and again, going back to self-storage, I'm not telling anybody anything they didn't know. If you can obviously have land for a very low cost, and then you can put a structure on it that you can store, personals, and you can actually use tech with it, where you are able to really receive your reimbursements in a much easier way than it used to be.
That's interesting. Self-storage.
It's all about relationships. So now that we're scaling out and really doing the outreach and talking to professionals across the country, we want to make sure that everybody knows that we're looking, at all metropolitan areas nationwide, and as deals come up, hopefully we'll be able to be a part of them. I think on the next slide we had the different price trends, and these are between the apartment, the retail, the office, hotel. Obviously all of us in the industry kind of focused on different type of spectrums in the industry, and
Oh my God.
Yeah, so you've got the 10-year treasury over here that's, they're showing that it peaked in 2018. And as far as where rates are going to go, everybody's talking about a funding rate, roughly 5, 5.5, give or take. Or, plus you got the spread on top of that, so the actual rates are 7.5, 8, potentially. Maybe they're down a little bit now, but that's roughly where the waters are, say in the next, 12 months, give or take. everybody's anticipating that rates will be lower in 3, 4, 5 years. So the advice is not to lock them for any longer. But with our business model, which is to have stable debt, we have to get the debt fixed for at least 5 years. But in most of our scenarios, it's really 10 years.